DJ Speaks here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick get ready with me and sharing a little simple fall makeup tutorial. I will be using the Beauty Creations Olivia palette. This just says fall to me. And I also wanted to share with you guys just why exactly I kind of disappeared from YouTube for a month. Life has been lifing. I'm going to start off, this is a 2-in-1 primer from Rimmel. So I'm going to be using this as my primer. Just a quick little spritz. I'm going to pat that in. And then I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. foundation and my Phony Baloney Beauty Blender. But yeah, y'all, it's just been a lot going on. I think we all know a lot has been taking place in these streets. Like I said, life has been lifing. And isn't that terrible how, or at least for me, I associate the random chaos with life the most. Like when something awesome happens or something good happens, we call it a miracle. But when something relatively bad and negative happens, we just kind of say, well, that's life. Like, I don't want to associate life in a way where when something randomly bad happens, I call it life. That's not my life, and it's not your life either. So let's just change that way of thinking. Also, I think I needed a little social media break. I think that's what I really needed, and I took that. And the algorithm has taken notice, of course. But I can't really be too concerned with the algorithm because at the end of the day, I create these videos for me. I don't have any choice but to create these videos for myself. Because when you are a beginner creator like myself, you have to be your motivation. And I think that's kind of it's a good thing because it teaches you that you have to, you know, be motivated with yourself to create. And I know that eventually, if you keep up at it, there will be people who look forward to your content. There's somebody who probably looks forward to your content right now. They just might not be that visible. You know? It's not to say that there's no one watching your videos. But to do anything, you have to have it, you know, set up so you're self-motivated. Because the opinions and the wants and the desires of other people shift and change all the time. And sometimes that's not always what you want. You know? So you just have to be self-motivated, especially with something like this. In a field like this, you definitely have to, you know, have yourself in mind. I'm not going to use a lot of concealer, and this concealer I don't think is even that light. I'm back on my tip, guys. I don't really want that super bright under eye anymore. I'm just going to spot treat a couple of areas. Let's see, maybe a little under here. And I know you're probably thinking, well, if you don't under eye highlight, won't your face look kind of flat? Maybe. I do believe that there are other ways to bring out your features on your face. I feel like you can use contour, you can use blush, you can use your blush to contour, you can use your bronzer to contour. There are other methods to bring the features in your face out besides just under eye highlight. Even though we all know that's our drug of choice. But yeah, guys, that's the tip that I was on before leaving YouTube, is that I needed to remember why I was doing what I was doing. I needed to make it more fun for myself. Because sometimes when I would try to, you know, film something, I would kind of film it with dread because I always overthink every concept that I come up with. I overthink every idea because I want to produce something that's going to stand out. I want to produce something that's going to bring you some value. I'm using the Black Opal setting powder, by the way. And I realized that not every single thing you do has to be this thing. Because not that everybody doesn't always want that. Sometimes people just want a video that they can sit down and watch and chill. Something to just play in the background while you're doing something else. And that serves as productivity. That has its place in the world. Because I definitely have a couple of videos that I like to just play when I'm doing something else. And that doesn't mean that the video is not of value. Because the soundtrack to someone else doing something. I don't think there's any shame in that. Because think about it, with soundtracks and movies, that can make or break a film. A good soundtrack, y'all. Okay? Because you know what movie was even better for me after listening to the soundtrack? Captain Marvel. I already like Captain Marvel. I was already a fan. But there's a fight scene, I think No Doubt is playing in the background. Epic. I'm just gonna brush these babies up. You know a brow trend that I'm absolutely infatuated with? Soap brows. Bro, I love a good soap brow. Solely because it is not a super manicured brow. But I don't feel like doing the most with my brows because, thank you God, he gave me, you know, a couple of hairs up here to work with from Jump Street. Using the Beauty Creations Olivia palette. I'm going to lay a nice layer of this brown all over my eyelid. But yeah, guys, that's what I was going through while I wasn't creating YouTube videos. I had this thing in my mind where if I can't make it perfect, then I don't want to do it at all. And that's not how life works. It's just not. Life isn't about constant preparation for everything. You can't prepare for everything. You can't know everything all of the time. I'm going to wet one of these golds in here. I think I'll wet this one. That's pretty. I'm going to get her a little damp using my setting spray. This is supposed to be a simple makeup tutorial. I don't need to do the most. I don't need to do the most. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. And we're going to continue to something else. I think I'm going to work on the lip first. This is a discontinued ColourPop lip product. In with this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Sienna all across my lips. Y'all know I love a good color combination. And although that was a bit awkward, you know, going in with my lips before hitting the rest of my face, y'all know I had no choice but to go in with the Glotion. I don't know why lately I've been wanting to do my lips before the rest of my base makeup. I know that's really awkward and it probably just made a lot of people uncomfortable because I know how serious people get about the order that you do your makeup in, but I was just really excited to try out a different combination for my lips, so I went and did my lips first. I'm just gonna highlight the high points of the cheeks a little bit. Make sure we blend that in. All the way through your makeup and forgot to put on mascara. All the way through your makeup and forgot to put on mascara. You sitting there trying to figure out why your eyes look bald, and it's because you forgot to put on mascara, baby. Now, I'm going to use my blush. This is the NYX Love Lust Disco palette in this red. I like it. Just gonna set her. For today's tutorial, this was completely out of order, but it was mostly just about me getting here and sitting down and filming and talking to the camera again, just because it does feel nice to make these videos. I love the editing process. I love talking to the camera and sharing things with you guys, and hopefully you pulled away with knowing that if you are going to go into an industry like this, you have to be self-motivated and you have to know what you want to do, and it has to be ultimately reliant on you, because demographics and subscribers, although they do help the overall experience and building that community, is very enriching, you ultimately are the catalyst for your success in everything, including creative mediums like this. So if you're going to go into an industry like this, you have to have it set in your mind what you specifically want out of this experience, because everybody else is going to get what they want out of the experience. So you do have to consider yourself, even when you are looking at your analytics and you're looking at comments, and or you're looking at the lack of comments or the lack of analytics. You do have to be, you know, your push, and it does have to be about you, as much as you do have to consider other people who are watching your content. You still have to circle back around to what you want, because you're the person who's pushing the car at this point. So yeah, hopefully you picked that up from my ramblings while I was doing this completely out of order makeup look. And yeah, my name is DJ Speaks. I spoke. Have an awesome day, guys. Wash your hands, don't touch your face. Bye.